On page 18, we are going to look at, hey, here's a scientific notation number. What does it look like normally? So standard form is like our normal numbers. Scientific notation. So yesterday, we went from a normal standard form number and we wrote it like this. Now we're going to go the other way. Okay, so I want you to look at number 15. Is this number going to be a really big number or a really small number?
Big.
Okay. Ellie, why did you say big?
What?
Kaylee, why did you say big? Who said big? Because it was right. I want to know why, though.
We didn't say big. Neither of us did.
Okay, Landon, why? Well, it is a big number. Why?
You have to add 3 zeros to everything.
So I wouldn't say we have to add 3 zeros, okay? But the 3 right here is positive, so we know it's going to be a really big number. Do you see down here, number 20 has a negative exponent? That's going to be a really small number. Now, Josie, I don't hate what you said about the 3 zeros, but we need to keep in mind that right now our decimal is in between the 6 and the 3. So we need to move our decimal 3 times to make a bigger number. So which way do we need to move it? We need to move it to the right. So if I move it 1, 2, 3 times, here is where our new decimal is. I have an empty space. Oh, so do you see how it kind of looks like a hammock? We're going to put a 0 in the hammock. Okay, fine. Put a 0 in the empty space. And so our answer is 6380. Do you need to put the decimal right there?
No.
That looks kind of silly. But I want to go ahead and put a comma because it's 6,380. And that's how we would write it. What, Landon?
What? Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's look at number 16. So I'm going to write 2.085. Okay. And since we have this 10 to the 5th, we know it's going to be a really big number. How many times are we going to move the decimal? What did you say? Landon, look. What number is that? What? Because this is a 5. Okay, watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what do we need to do with those blank spaces? Okay, so we really have 208,500. Okay, so we have 208,500. Right? Okay, so now let's come over to number 20. What did we say? What kind of number is number 20? It's a negative number? It's a negative exponent, which makes it not big, but super duper small. Okay? It's a number that's less than 1, okay, because it's a super small decimal. Okay? So let's write 5.25, and I'm kind of preparing myself. I'm going to have to move my decimal the other way, so I gave myself some space. So since this is a negative 5, we need to move our decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. How many empty spaces do we have? Oh, shoot. So our answer is 0.0000525. Right? Like, it's not bad, right? I think scientific notation is beautiful. What's up?
Wait, why does the decimal go? But yeah, we need to write here.
So since we have a negative exponent, we have to go the other way to make it a small number. So like up here, we moved our decimal this way to make a big number. So now since our decimal since our exponent is negative, we got to take the decimal and move it the other way. So since this was -5, we moved it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. And any empty space we filled with a 0. Does that answer your question?
Kind of. Well, I was just confused why the decimal goes in front of the first zero instead of
Okay, so what I did, this is the number I have right here. Okay, and then what I did is I just put a 0 in the ones place.
Oh.
But you wouldn't have to do that. But that's like on a multiple choice question. You're going to see that. Okay. Do you understand what Sophia's question was and how I answered it? Okay. I just threw a 0 in the ones place. Okay. Skip down to 22. How many times do we get to move our decimal in 22? 7 times. So, here's our decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many empty spaces do we have? We have 6 empty spaces, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros, then 1, 6, 2. Okay. And sometimes you're going to see that 0 before the decimal as like a placeholder. Okay. Okay, right now, I would like you to do number 18 and number 23. And I forgot to take attendance, so I'm going to do that now. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. You moved way more than 6 times. Did you know that?
Shoot, I was looking at the
How many times did you go?
I think 10.
Okay. You did the process right, though. Okay. If we take 5.388 and we move the decimal, how many places?
6.
Oh, thank you. Okay. What answer did you get, Sammy?
538,000.
Did we get this? There's an 8. Are there 2 zeros after the 8? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And 2. I think I said 3.
So 5388, how many zeros after the 8? Are there 2 zeros or 3 zeros after the 8?
I put
3. Very good. So we have 5,388,000. Do you agree with Sammy? Okay. Oh my gosh, how many times do we have to move the decimal in 23? So do you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zeros after the decimal and then 2, 4? Okay, Carlos asked a good question about these problems down here. Look at 25. How do I know which one's bigger? Okay, is this what we need to look at first? No. We need to look at this right here. No matter what number is right here, who's bigger? 10 to the 5th or 10 cubed? 10 to the 5th, okay? This number would be 7420. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would be this number, okay? So we can simply just look at the exponents. Ooh, this has a bigger exponent, so he's going to be bigger. Right? Okay, this is what my challenge